What you're currently looking at is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, remade entirely on a Nintendo DS. Now, don't get your hopes up, because this fan game basically just lets you explore a low-poly version of Hyrule. Link can't even swing a sword. He's only capable of walking and running, albeit at incredible speeds. This is a very bare-bones experience, but it's genuinely the entire map, recreated in blocky glory. Locations in the distance can be hard to identify, but that mountain is Hebra, that's Death Mountain, and Dueling Peaks is right over there. There aren't any buildings or structures in this, but that mound is what Hyrule Castle would be, and, of course, you can walk all the way to them. This isn't just the broad strokes either. When you get up close, even minor details are remade surprisingly faithfully. The small island in the plateau's lake is here. The Shrine of Resurrection is represented by this chasm. All over the map, individual locations are recreated by the developer. Which, you might be wondering, just who made this? And the answer is, I don't know. I first discovered this remake after stumbling across a Reddit post showing it off. The op had apparently purchased a DS flashcard off AliExpress, and while looking through its pre-installed files, found it. However, no amount of Google searching turned up any other results. The author of this software was a mystery, and as far as I can tell, still is. Even though there isn't exactly much gameplay here, it's very technically impressive. Fully 3D games are kind of rare on the DS, so a fan game using levels of detail and billboards to create an open world on this scale is crazy to see. It's a bit like that remake of Mario 64 for GBA. You'd imagine whoever made this would want to share their work, so remaining elusive adds a bit of mystique to the project. Well, after some deeper research, people were able to take a guess at the developer's region, which offers up an explanation. Reverse image searching a screenshot of gameplay revealed that some footage of the game was already on Bilibili. If you've never heard of the site, it's basically Chinese YouTube. You know what other company is based in China? That's right, AliExpress. With that considered, it seems most likely the creator of this is located in Asia. They probably upload the files to a site completely normally, just one which isn't known to the average Westerner. Afterwards, the seller on AliExpress stuffed as many random ROMs onto their flashcard as possible, which ultimately resulted in this fan game getting imported over to here. At least, all of that would make sense to me. I suppose I should note that could all be completely wrong, so keep in mind it's just a guess. I actually tried looking through the files of the game to see if I could learn anything, and I don't know what any of this means. I found this tree texture. The program I attempted to use is a bit out of date, so maybe I could have gone farther with a more modern file viewer. In a way, figuring out the game's origin is more thrilling than the actual game, but I still appreciate it. Despite not having much going on, there's value in it just being a world explorer. Around when the Switch came out, I remember seeing multiple mock-ups of what Breath of the Wild would look like on a 3DS. So, this is the closest we've ever gone to actually seeing that. The low-poly look and comically low-res textures also add an ethereal flair to the world. Hyrule is so familiar, while also becoming harder to recognize. Sightseeing for a couple of minutes is pretty cool. Just try not to fall through the floor. This remake also fulfills the promise of using a second screen to view the map while exploring. The Wii U's purpose has finally been completed. Eat your heart out, Miyamoto! Overall, I'm pretty impressed with what this project has to offer, and it's kinda disappointing I won't really be able to track it in the future. I don't know if the developer considered this the finished product, or if they are planning for updates, but I would have been interested in following along either way. Who knows, maybe someone smarter than me will be able to track down where this was uploaded, so we can get more info. Until then, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.